Welcome to It's New here today on January 21st, 2025. We've got the whole crew here. Mordy, Barry, Crystal. Hello, everybody.
Woo!
Barry's back. Barry's back.
Yeah, I see you guys are trying to ruin my channel. What's going on there?
It's Morty.
I don't know. Are you at a market?
Oh yeah.
Are there snacks?
There's snacks everywhere. I don't know if I'll eat any of these snacks.
Look at all
It's
snacks. This look like cookies. That's some good produce.
Wow.
got some
Anything you
spices.
want?
Ooh.
Spices
Very
are good.
nice.
Anyway,
Good.
I just want to say hi to you guys. Thanks for doing this. I'll be back next week, God willing. So
I'll try to keep Morty in check for you.
appreciate that. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Barry.
Bye. Enjoy the spices.
Bye.
You just got photobombed. That guy was in your video.
He was like made for camera too. He was like, came
He
out
was
like,
like,
whoa.
That guy,
First
the
off,
runner
I
guy.
want
in
Barry
that
to
meme.
know that I'm not the one creating the thumbnail with Tiny Barry in it. That's Greg.
You told me to do that. You
No,
stinker.
I did. And then Crystal had a great idea of taking like regular size Barry, but just shrinking his head, which we haven't done yet.
All right, today.
I recently watched Beetlejuice, so I blame Tim Burton.
Are you feeling better today, Greg?
Yeah, I'm feeling great.
You look like
you
death
look awesome.
yesterday.
I know. I couldn't. I was gonna sneeze, and if I didn't sneeze, it's just I cried. It was so terrible. It's like you can't force a sneeze out. It's awful. So
Can I bring something up real quick before we get started?
Yep.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, I miss Barry because Barry was democratic. Barry would send out a list of articles and be like, who wants to take what? Greg is like, what happened is like January 20th, all of a sudden Greg is like a dictator. He's like, you will take this story, and Crystal will take these stories.
Are those Elon arm movements you're making over there? Okay. No, I'm trying to make it fair. We get more people in, and I'm trying to disperse things out. So you could chime in all you want.
No matter what you do, right? Like there's no winning with me.
I'm well aware.
Okay.
Everybody's got a good, even mix of stories today. Morty, what are you going to be covering?
Zoom, zoom. No, it's not Mazda, but we don't know what the hell it actually is. Story 2, because I have to look at what I have now because I don't remember even. Okay.
That's great. Really
Yeah, thanks.
Well,
no, it's not my fault. You switched the stories around last second. It's not my fault. I know the story, but I have to think of a new title because I wasn't planning on doing a title for that. No. I will. No, you did it yesterday to me where you didn't let me get my title in. I will do it. Is AI getting lost in translation on the SERP? Thank you. I'm done.
All right, Crystal.
I got some musings from Mueller over at Blue Sky, dropping some knowledge bombs on the folks. So yeah, I'm gonna be sharing those.
Too many words, Crystal.
And PMax has some private Max search terms that they're not showing you.
Private Max?
Yada,
Is
yada,
that
yada.
website?
Sort of what it sounds like. Yada, yada, yada. All right. Crystal, why don't you lead the way? Because you've got one of the most interesting stories of the weeks.
Yeah, that was the one I was going to cover, and you took it away.
Morty, it's not your turn to speak.
I feel like
do you have the sharing hat yet? No, it's my turn. Sorry.
Mute him, Crystal.
You have the driver's seat. You can mute whoever.
Me backstage. He did when you were in here. He kicked me backstage by accident in the middle of the show.
No. Okay, so first up, we have over on Blue Sky, because if you want to find John, that's the place to find him. So over on Blue Sky, the lovely Preeti Gupta, shout out to Preeti, she's lovely. She also said she posted trying to understand how the word count thing works on these SEO Chrome extensions. Below are 3 screenshots from detailed SEO extension, Ahrefs SEO toolbar, and SEO Pro extension. All of them state the word count for the same page. How come they're so different? So one of them says 1756, one of them says 1430 or 1473, and another one says 1848. And yeah, she's got a good point there. And basically, John Mueller says this is why word count itself makes no sense. because essentially he's saying that a lot of these tools are coming in with different information. And the thing he's bringing up for anybody who's new to this conversation is SEOs will be like, oh, the word count is low. Is word count a ranking factor? Blah, 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 blah. And it's just, it can be very different and with that. And basically, like, it's not a ranking factor. Sometimes you'll see content that where I've seen content that ranks number one that is very, very short. I've seen content that ranks number one that it's low. Normally, it's a question of whether or not you need to be able to answer the question thoroughly. So if it's a question that needs a thorough answer, then it's probably going to need more words just to actually do the job. If it's a question that's like a yes or no question, you might not need that many words. My best example I've seen of this, and I'm rambling, I'm sorry. The best example I've seen of this was the query, why do boy cats have nipples? And that was ranking number one, and the answer was about 100 words. I know this is why it lives rent free in my brain, because I found it on a veterinarian website, and I was just like, what is this? How are they ranking for this? It was their top one of their top posts.
We're getting some news in. Developing story. SEO tools sometimes have a hard time scraping web pages and content.
That may be true.
Details pending further investigation by our team on the scene.
True. Okay, so another and Greg, I'm going off piece, so I'm just gonna I haven't been here, so I'm just gonna take up some time. So another one from John Mueller over on Blue Sky. Somebody asked him, "Is AI now in control of the SERPs UI, favicons, fonts, pagination transitions, blah blah blah? All of these things are AI. Just seems just the kind of sporadic thing AI would do if given a set of broad scope parameters." And John Mueller says, "We make lots of tests. Don't know if it's more or less than previously. Personally, I find when I notice one thing, I notice it everywhere. So perhaps there's a bit of that too." So that's that there. If you're seeing lots of changes, it's probably a test, according to John. And also, people are saying, why is everything AI? Why is everything AI? The definition has become fuzzy. And John Mueller saying AI is better than calling things machine learning, which is what Chris Johnson says. Everything used to be machine learning, and now it's AI. And John Mueller says AI is much better. It now
For the stock price.
it doesn't mean how intelligent, but learning suggests that it's getting better over time. So John's back over on Blue Sky. If you want to hear from John, go say hello.
All right. Morty, I think you got your story you're aiming for here.
Yo, I don't know what was like better or worse, that question or the answer. Anywho, a lot of updates, a lot of ins and outs, a lot of what have yous. He's a good man, very thorough. That goes way back to what Crystal said before earlier about being thorough. So Barry was talking about this tool on Bing. It's like adaptive zoom. I feel they should have called it Zoom Max, but it's not a Google product. Also, we missed another story. I'm so confused, Greg, what we're covering. I'm going to cover everything then. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we got Microsoft and Google like you wanted, and now you also have your normal ones.
Oh my God, now I have the normal. You're confused. Barry, come back. I thought there's no one worse. No.
Literally couldn't make it more clear.
It's so confusing. Okay, so anyway, what's also confusing is that button that says adaptive zoom on the Bing SERP does nothing.
That anybody can see.
That anybody, so yeah. So maybe it's like, like dogs can hear like at a different wavelength, like a different pitch of sound. Maybe only certain people who have maybe dogs can only see it because they have a certain, maybe that's what it's for.
Yeah, I just like there's a button called adaptive zoom on Bing, and Barry's entire story, speaking of word count, is Microsoft is testing a new setting named adaptive zoom. I'm not sure exactly what it does. I tried to toggle it on and off to see what would happen. I don't see any changes, so I'm missing something here.
By the way, we're talking about Barry's articles. And you have to add this in now, Greg. Sorry. The word count banner that he has, what is that? It's like a vampire. I don't know. I mean, I like it, but it's...
What's the word count
banner?
there?
It's like a vampire. Maybe he's calling John a vampire? Barry, are you calling John a vampire? I don't know. Okay, going through my tabs of open Search Engine Roundtable articles, because I don't know what I'm covering anymore. AI, am I covering the AI translation thing?
Yeah.
Or are you covering
AI translation? That's been assigned
who's going to edit all this?
2 emails.
No one. It's just
Emails
going
are up on
out
screen
as
right now,
is.
just for the record.
Okay.
It's like stream of consciousness.
He left in when he put me backstage and then put me back. He left it in the show.
All right, and I'm going to cover PMax. And today in PMax, there are some new items that you can see within your search terms. This is looking like private search terms. So it is hiding some queries and they are not telling you exactly what that is. My guess is that there's some personally identifiable information with those in PMax. And so that's my story. Let's go back to Morty. Hey, you're back.
I'm back. I don't know what now. I don't know what tab I am. I just took a screenshot. I was gonna go complain to Barry on X, Twitter, and now I don't know where the screen is now. That's your fault. There we are. Okay.
AI Overviews Translation.
AIO Overviews Translation. There's a little toggle switch now that says you can translate that crap into other languages.
Okay. Are you gonna behave?
Yep.
Can I leave you? All right, we'll leave. Okay, and from PPC Greg, I don't know if this is necessarily new, but it was sort of spotted in the wild. One thing that's very important for you if you're running search campaigns is your search impression share within your auction insights. And for some reason, you can't compare those within the auction insights tab, but you can do it now with a custom report. So there's an example of PPC Greg showing a specific date range pre and post, and you can see how many times or like what percentage you're showing for those queries. And just remember, if you're using anything like broad match, impression share really isn't a great metric. It's really for the exact match flavor or phrase match, even flavor of keywords. Okay. Anything else, guys?
Yeah, we get the most important story, the juiciest story of Bing hiding the Google results.
Hit it, Morty.
So, and my title was gonna be like, now you see him, now you don't.
That was great. Everybody really messed up.
So a couple of weeks ago, last week, I don't remember. He's so snarky, which I love. We reported here on this very show that Bing, for years, it wasn't actually new. Barry was new to the party. That Bing was, when you search for Google, presenting a Bing results page that looked like Google. Well, now they're completely hiding Google. When you go to Bing and you Google on Bing, that makes sense to you. It's faded out, like, and you have, you go to an article and it says like read more, but now you have to see more. There's nothing shows up. You can barely even see the Google result that's listed there altogether. So we've gone from like one extreme to another string. I feel like Bing is Mark Zuckerberg.
I believe that the correct terminology is when you're binging Google.
No, that doesn't make any sense. It's when you're Googling Bing on Bing.
Crystal, tiebreaker.
I think it's when you search for Google on Bing.
Oh, she's so even keeled. It's not fair.
Okay.
I
Well, that's it for the news today. Anything else, Morty? Anything else you got to get off your chest? Any more titles that you missed?
Oh, yeah. You want this stuff I want to get off my chest?
No, we don't have time for that.
Check your DMs.
I did. I have to get back to you. Okay.
Good dude.
Well, we will see you tomorrow when hopefully we have another appearance from Barry. Thank you all. And I will make sure my emails are equally as good tomorrow for you.
Thank you for your organizational skills.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.